Welcome to the Deuce and Don podcast. I'm your host, Deuce. Alongside me is my brother,
Don Blake.
Yes,
We
sir.
back, baby.
We back, baby. Back with a hip hop episode.
Yes, sir. Culture, baby.
A lot of shit's been happening, man. A whole lot of stuff's been happening the last couple of weeks.
Hey, I wouldn't know. My head's been down. I've been working. I've been trying to add to the news. You know what I mean?
I've been seeing the numbers rising. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. You know,
I'm seeing the work on the little reels and the stories, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I'm doing my best.
Putting in
You
work.
know. Yeah. You know, I appreciate the numbers gratefully. You know, I'm super grateful for the numbers, but that's not, you know, the reason I do is because I love it, you know, whether I have one person listening or 1,000 or 1 million, you know, so, yeah, man, but, definitely been excited, you know, cause I've been working on new shit and it's been sounding good. I want to release it so badly, but you know, I gotta calculate the releases and whatnot. So,
keep
man.
in touch, man. Congrats.
But what has been going on though?
Hey, speaking of, you know, numbers rising. That boy Kendrick, man, he dropped a surprise album, man.
So, you know, it's crazy. I listened to that album. You know why? Cause like, you know, sometimes with newer stuff, you know, I don't listen to everything. You know, I do listen to artists I like, you know, such as Kendrick is one of them, J. Cole, you know, G Herbo, Lil Baby. You know, I got a whole bunch, I got a few artists, you know, of the generation I like. But Kendrick's one of those artists where as soon as he drops, I gotta stop everything I'm doing and I listen. You know, and
yeah, bro.
I really enjoyed it, man.
One of the ones, like,
I really enjoyed it. What'd you think of the album?
It was a great album. I played it probably 4 times now.
Yeah, me too.
Just like when I was just
that's actually exactly how many times I played it. Probably 4. Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like, I think my favorite song off these couple listens is probably.
I know what mine is.
Turn this
TV off. Turn this TV off.
That's one of them. That's probably like my second.
That shit's knocking.
I like the Hard Part 6. You don't like the Hard Part 6?
I love the Hard Part 6. That shit is groovy as hell, man.
Yeah, bro.
I love the SWV sample and all that. Yeah, that shit was so groovy. And SZA did her thing on that album too. She was on Luther and Gloria.
Yeah.
I just know because all the joints with first names on them. She was on them. And so like, but yeah, no, I got the references though, definitely. But
R&B joints.
Of course, yeah. You know, I wouldn't say it's Kendrick's best album. See, so
it's up there.
My reading to this album though is that I think he is definitely capitalizing with the extra spotlight he had with the beef.
Yep.
And you could tell because a lot of these songs had a similar sound to the diss records he had. You know, and so I'm not mad at it. I totally understand it, you know, because right now, you know, he's going to be headlining the Super Bowl. And so Kendrick, you know, he's been marinating for a minute in terms of the fact that, you know, and by marinating, I mean, you know, when an artist marinates, they're not releasing a lot of music. They're like just in the studio working, you know, getting new stuff out there. And so, you know, Kendrick's been doing that for a while to a point where, you know, there was people criticizing him saying like, yo, he's only dropping every 18 months and shit like that. And so now, you know, since he's been, you know, out all that time and working, you know, he's got all this extra material. So, you know, with the spotlight of that, he's like, all right, this is probably the perfect time to let it out now.
He's giving us what we want now. Like, you know, what
more music.
That's exactly what people wanted from him.
You know,
like he capitalized off this, and he's been doing that for a while. He's a very smart and strategic person.
He's capitalizing it like a true hip hop artist should.
Exactly. You know,
not capitalizing off of financial and you know, financial reasons and altered streams. And,
at the end of the day, even if he was, bro, that's.
I didn't even plan on talking about that shit today, but Drake sued.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk because I think I got some shit written about it actually, but you know what, man, I'm just hip hop has become beautiful in terms of how much it's grown and things like that, but
hasn't grown too much.
What is this, man? That's all I'm gonna say is what is that, bro? I really don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to. You know, because I'm gonna use my musical platform to talk more about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I do have some shit about that. You know, but you know, the industry is definitely a strange place, bro. It's just funny to me though, because it's like, how are you gonna make all these songs about this and now you're gonna sue your label?
I mean, it's funny because I forgot they're on the same label.
Are they?
Yeah, they're both on UMG.
All right, but they're independent under UMG though. So it's like, and Universal owns pretty much everything. So it's
obviously.
Like, so it's not like they don't have like the same staff working with them. No way. But like, you know what? Now you know, I'd rather talk about the album. You know, I like Kendrick's album. You know,
Bro, hey.
I had to, bro. But
if he would have won, he probably wouldn't have.
Where would you say it ranks among Kendrick's albums, though? This joint.
I could probably say it's within the top 5. You know, like probably 5 though.
I think it was better. Honestly, so like, okay, Good Kid, Mad City is definitely his best. Yes. I think I love.
I think we all agree with that one.
Yeah, I definitely like.
Damn is the most commercial album, I would say, up until probably this one.
To Pimp a Butterfly, yeah. Damn is the best. Like in terms of commercial, definitely. Mm-hmm. In terms of consciousness, I think To Pimp a Butterfly is
probably his number 1.
Yeah. Conscious. In terms of just enjoying the listen, though, I'll put this one 4. I like Mr. Morale and the Steppers, and the Big Steppers, I should say.
Yeah, I would put a lot of people project above Mr. Morale though.
Honestly, the one I would say Damn is 5 for me.
Damn.
Yeah, although Damn was really, all of his albums are really good. I like Section 82, the one he had before.
Oh
but,
shoot, I'm forgetting. Section 80.
That's the thing about Kendrick, bro. All them joints are so good. Like you can really play some.
Section 80 might be that's probably my favorite Kendrick album.
That makes sense though, because that joint is raw. You know what I mean? In terms of just like and Kendrick always been on like his not give a fuck energy, but with that joint, like you could really feel it. And with this last joint, you feel it too. Like he's saying whatever the fuck he feels. Like
yeah, he's sliding, he's grooving, he's feeling, he's confident, he's feeling himself in the studio
as he should. He's a top dog right now, literally. You know,
that's exactly how he should feel. So
much props to him, man, because it's like even working his ass off for it. And so like you know, he said once, and it's something that I've gone through a lot in my life, and like I thought to myself, like, you know, this is an astute observation. He was like, you know, when somebody asked him, it was years ago, how Shine felt about his music, for example, and Shine didn't like it, you know, and Kendrick was like, you know, one opinion's not going to stop the way the world feels, you know? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, with the Wayne situation, for example, you know, he was like, man, fuck, I don't care what he says. Like, I work my ass off for this. And if whether he's here or not, it's going to happen. So it's like.
Yeah, and I don't even think he was really dissing Lil Wayne, honestly. But I feel like, you know, it's kind of like I get both sides in the situation, because obviously if you're Lil Wayne, you want to perform in front of your hometown, like you said, in front of his mom, whatever, and you feel like, you know, you deserve that. And obviously Lil Wayne, he does deserve a chance to get bigger. But
life is about timing, though.
Exactly. You know, right now,
it's not Lil Wayne's time.
With the beef, it was probably the most talked about thing across the nation for however long, you know? So him being the rapper that came out of that victorious and being the highly regarded rapper he is, it makes so much sense for him to headline the Super Bowl right now. So
yeah, and in the same way though, you know, I would think, you know, because the only hip hop Super Bowl halftime we've ever really had was the joint in L.A. when they had Snoop, Dre, and 50 and Mary J, I think, and Kendrick was there too. Actually, Kendrick performed too.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And so now it's a full Kendrick joint. So it's like
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. No, it was great because I loved it because it was the representation that hip hop had. And unfortunately for Wayne, you know, although hip hop, you know, was the most popular genre of music at the time, you know, because it became the most popular, other than pop, of course, you know, around like the late 90s, mid 90s, you know, it still wasn't getting the respect it deserved as a genre, you know, hip hop. And I feel like now just lately.
Yeah, it's just.
And like, even now, though, I still feel like it's not as respected as it needs to be, you know, in terms of the masses, you know, like it's still popular, but not in terms of like.
Exactly.
You don't respect it really. And so it's like, you know, now it's getting to a point where it's getting respected enough to where we can have halftime shows with it. And I think at the time when Lil Wayne was really hot, like for example, Wayne, for example, to me, like his prime was like what, 05 to, I mean, not even earlier maybe, but definitely like that late 2000s, early 2010s era was his time, you know. And I think hip hop hadn't made the strides that it deserved yet, you know what I mean, in terms of like the masses respect. And so that's why he wasn't able to do halftime shows. Like in 2012 when the Ravens were in the Super Bowl, they were in New Orleans. That would have been a good time, but they gave it to Beyonce, and I could totally understand that. Beyonce has more popular appeal than Lil Wayne does, just because she's a pop singer, you know. And so,
of course, Beyonce, man. Like,
yeah,
like Rihanna, like, you know, like when you're a pop singer and that type of music, they're just going to be more globally recognized.
Of course, because it's made for everybody.
Exactly, and the labels just pours too much money into that
Yeah,
music.
of course.
Way too much money.
Because they know the fans, man. If you got a pop star, the fans they're crazy.
Look at Taylor, man. She just keeps dropping the same type of music.
I've heard about this. So she dropped another album, and apparently no songs were different.
Hey, Swifties, man. Hey, did you hear about when she bought her Cadillac back and her label didn't want to give it to her? She
bought a Cadillac?
No, her catalog.
Oh, catalog.
Catalog.
You said a Cadillac.
I said Cadillac?
I was like, your label's getting Cadillacs now?
My bad.
No. So she wanted to buy her catalog and the label wouldn't?
And her label won't give it to her. So she told her fans that she would release all her old music, like re-release it.
Oh, I see. Until she meets the album requirement.
Exactly. And they all bought it. So they love buying her old music. I mean, it's classic, I guess. It's doing numbers. It's pop. It's big.
My thing is why'd she sign the contract then? They must have been paying her well until she wants to. Bro. See, that's the thing. Like they have the right to, because if she signed the contract, they have the right to say, if you signed the fact that we own it, like if it's not for sale, it's not for sale. But
she said she was young.
It's like, bro, you signed it. That is true though, man. I signed a lot of stupid shit when I was younger. Not like
what you sounded.
Nah, I mean. Performing contract. No. I mean like performance. I mean like performance contracts and shit like that, where it was like you're literally giving away your work for nothing, and you don't realize it until later. You know what I mean? And so, I guess I could see that. It does make sense though. She's trying to get it back by doing that, but it's like
it's smart, but like.
Yeah, because it's like why would I work hard when you're the one that's monetizing? But then again, it's like, yo, you signed the contract.
Hey, bro, the thing is, though, is like, whatever she can, that's a clever move to do it. Right. But, like, she does it strategically. Like, it's funny because, I mean, obviously everybody's on Universal, but she seems to do that whenever, like, a big artist drops around, like, whatever, a date. Like, she's done that to Drake, too. I think it was like with Her Loss or something like that. She dropped like the week after or whatever to stop on the release. It's speculation. Obviously, she didn't come out and say anything. Right. But like, it's just been rumors out there. Like, remember the way back with the Beyonce thing and the Grammys and Kanye?
Oh, that was a long time.
Yeah, that was a long. But like, it's just like, I feel like Taylor's just. It's something about Taylor. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but like, I feel like she likes competition a lot, and she just comes off as a.
Yeah, I think every great artist loves competition.
Yeah, but I don't know. Persona, like you come off as
stepping on people's toes.
Yeah, but like Taylor isn't. She looks like a nice person. Like if you look at Taylor, you just assume.
I can't tell if somebody's a nice person by the way they look.
You're right.
I'm gonna say that right now.
True.
Because I've met a lot of people that look nice and were horrible, and a lot of people that looked horrible and were really nice. And so, I mean, what is it? But anyways, what I will say though, I mean, she just makes really trendy pop music to me. It's not like
Now, don't get me wrong. Back in elementary school, shit was rocking.
I don't know, because like I would listen to pop music then and not really even realize what I was listening to. My head was always into hip hop, man, and old R&B. But like
it was always on the radio.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. She got a lot of hits, but it's like it's all a part of what the industry does in terms of having pop artists, and monetizing into them. I'm not gonna say like she's a great singer or anything, because I honestly don't know.
I mean, obviously, like,
I mean, from what I've seen of her performing, it's like, oh, okay, I mean,
he's talented.
No, definitely.
She's one of the biggest artists in the world. So
definitely. No, I'm not gonna say she doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying that, and that's honestly the trend, because even if we go way back, like the biggest pop artists weren't always the best singers. You know what I mean? Like it's just about the presentation of it. You know what I mean? If you have a person with
the name
that looks good, that's attractive, has a strong personality, that's able to get in front of cameras and be able to interact with fans. Sometimes they like that even more than musical talent. And if they have musical talent, of course, that makes it way easier to go with them, because they do have to have musical talent at a certain point,
Yeah,
but some shit that some artists are getting away with, like just the years and years of just bullshit and people buying it. It's like, damn. All right. But not saying that's Taylor Swift. Definitely not.
The thing is, Bo, the music industry and the labels, they found a way to, talent is not just now about your ability to make music. It's your ability to get the fans to care about the stuff you're talking about, the stuff you're doing. even outside of the
I think that's more charisma to me. Like talent though is when you're able to like do things creatively or like you're able to do something at a high ability. It's right. It's good. But there's a lot of people out there that can't sing, can't rap, can't produce, and they're making a lot. I don't mean to sound like a hater. It's just it's just what the industry is in terms of like, because there's advertising for it, and so it's like, you know, the more you hear something, the more inclined you are to like it because you've heard it so many times, and so it's a lot of that shit is what's getting rung in. Like, you know, like payolas. You know, people. Now the radio isn't as big, but you know, like getting paid to be on the radio, you know. So now, you know, with streams and things like that, it's the same thing, you know, where they advertise it to where it's more inclined to show up on people's phones and things like that, whether it's through Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and all that. But it's a part of the game, you know. It's like anything else, really, you know. You gotta spend money to make money, and so you know, the ones that have the higher budgets for advertising, which is typically major labels, they get the best results with the bigger artists. So that's what it is.
And they kind of suppress the people who aren't on labels, the independents, to make their top signed artists.
Well, I'll say about independence though is that you have full control over everything, and that's a beautiful thing to have. So it's like when you're able to monetize off of it, it's a good feeling. But of course, you know, some people want it all right now, you know, and so if you sign to a major, it's like, all right, you know, I understand it too, but just you got to make sure you read all the ins and outs. But what I will say though is about in terms of Taylor Swift like stepping on people's toes, I don't know anything about that, you know.
Hey, it may just be accidents, or it may just.
Because the thing is though, like I feel like pop music, when that gets released, it doesn't really step on the toes of hip hop music. I feel like pop music can only step on the toes of other pop music. I feel like hip hop music can only step on the toes of other hip hop music.
The thing though, I feel like with certain artists, like I feel like Drake, he has a sort of pop appeal. So
definitely has a pop appeal.
I feel like even you probably have a lot of Taylor fans who are Drake fans, you know, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
If a Taylor fan were to be into hip hop, Drake would probably be the first person, you know? So like, and Kendrick, even though Kendrick has
they made songs together, too. I heard.
Yeah. So Kendrick has pop appeal, obviously.
Also too, yeah.
So
not definitely.
When you get to that level of hip hop, then I feel like, you know, you can kind of intertwine. Obviously, like
definitely. No, I mean, all the biggest hip hop artists combined with pop elements. Absolutely, you know.
Yeah, you know.
LL Cool J, Jay-Z, Nas, DMX. Literally everybody is intertwined with pop at some point. But the level with Drake, but Drake is consistent like with pop rap.
Yeah,
and so that's why he
capitalized off of that a lot.
Yeah, that's why when people was like, you know, Drake's the GOAT, I wasn't with that. But if you want to call him the best like pop rapper, sure. That's no question.
Best pop rapper.
But yeah, bro. I mean, now it's been decided. Like
decided.
I mean, he sued like a pop artist.
Hey,
you brought it out of me now. There ain't no rules to a rap battle or to war of any sort, man. So it's like, bro, now you're suing, man. You had all these songs released 5 response songs to him and all these. You didn't even have to bite at the No, he did actually. He did have to bite.
He had to respond. He had to respond.
But
I
think Kendrick saw that Big 3 shit and he was like, all right, here's my chance now. Since they're referring to me, it's like, so Kendrick was smart with that, but nah, man.
Hey,
Drake,
he played it smart. He played his cards right.
I'm praying for Drake. I hope everything's okay. Because right now, shit's looking very crazy. I'm not gonna say it's looking bad, but it's looking.
The thing
crazy.
is, it's just like I feel like he's never been in this position before. He's never been like losing. Like obviously, Pusha T.
He used to win battles.
Yeah, he used to win, bro. He was
not Pusha T though.
Yeah,
he didn't win that one.
But like,
he won against Meek.
The thing is though, people think, oh, it's Pusha T. He's not like a big whatever rapper right now. So like they
didn't want to give him that attention.
Kendrick, he can't ignore Kendrick. Kendrick's on his level.
Too big.
Kendrick's too big. He's too much of a savant. He's too great of a rapper for you to just ignore, for you to just take the L and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
That's
why he's reacting like that.
That's why I respect over popularity and money every time, man. Because it's like that shit'll take you far when you rapping from a certain angle and then you're calculated with your words and you're not just trying to sell music to people. Like you're making something that like is your actual soul and purpose, and you're putting that shit on the page and into the music. And so that's what people feel more than some shit that's just trying to like, oh, what do people want to listen to in the
when
club
when people fuck with
listen
you,
to when they shopping.
When people like you, like that's what they prioritize. That's how they view in a certain way. So like when you say something and the other person says the same thing, they're gonna like look at you a little different because I like this person. Like I feel like this person's right, or like I'm gonna stand by this person because I like that person as themselves.
Yeah, no, that it's definitely attachment to the person too. I think
the cultural aspect of that's basically what I'm saying. Like
it's also social media too. I think.
Yeah.
Because now we got
it's intertwined. So
got 24/7 access to everybody damn near. I know as much as you want it, but it's up to you though. You could put yourself in front of the camera, or you cannot want to. Stay behind the scenes. So it's like, social media at least gives you the option to be in front of people, and so, people I think are more inclined to. I mean, podcast is a big reason. Why? Because like, I don't post on Instagram a lot really, or go on social media too often.
Yeah,
I'm always scrolling. I'm always scrolling and showing love, and listening to new things and when people post. But in terms of posting myself, I don't really. So I think the podcast is a good way to do that. And it's also a good way for me to get my outlet, and talk about things, whether I talk about it in my music or not. I'm able to talk about what I want to here, and you are too. So it's like, yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
So this is a good freestyle episode though. Is there anything you could think of that you want to talk about?
Congrats to J. Cole for dropping his re-released album.
That mixtape.
Lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic album.
Definitely.
I heard he was doing like a one night only concert in like New York. For real? For Forest Hill Drive. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that joint then. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's my favorite album by him too. So
me too.
Nah, big shout outs to J. Cole. Big shout outs to every artist out there doing their thing, man. This joint ain't easy.
Hip hop is up. Hip hop is up.
Right now. For sure. And just know, when I get this next batch ready, y'all gonna feel it even more. So
yes, sir. New Don Blake.
Yes, sir.
New Don Blake on the way, man.
Hey, baby.
That's what we've been waiting for, bro.
But we out here, man. Deuce and Don, man. We're gonna catch y'all sooner than we took about a month break, but the holidays is a crazy time. But we'll be back with y'all soon, man. Just let us know what y'all think, man. And
like, subscribe, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are we having another guest next episode?
Hey,
we don't got to reveal it yet, but are we?
I have to hit the guests. Make sure they're good. Their schedule's free.
I think we're gonna have a guest next episode. You know what? Nah, we gonna have a guest next episode. Whether they, somebody's in. We got a long line right now. I'm not gonna lie. So
a long line of people, huh?
Yeah, at least 7 people come to mind. We got two down though, but every single one of them is gonna bring a lot to these episodes. So anyway, stay tuned. Deuce and Don, baby. We
Love
out.
Y'all.
Peace. All right. Good shit, man. Hey, that was cool, bro.
Yeah, we did free flow a little bit, even though we took a long break.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it always happens.